Welcome back to Craig's Corner. Today I have with me Representative Joe Polletta. Joe, what district do you represent?
Hi, Craig. Watertown and Waterbury, which is the 68th House District.
And how long have you been up here in the legislature?
I've been up here for almost 10 years. Was elected in a special election and way back in 2016. So it's going to be going on my 5th term. So very excited to get started.
You were a special in 2016?
Yes.
So was I.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. What committees are you on?
So right now, I am the ranking member of the Finance, Revenue, and Bonding Committee, which is, of course, the tax writing committee here in the state of Connecticut. And I also serve on the Environment Committee and the Public Health Committee.
Being a ranking member, what does that mean to you?
Great question. So, you know, we get to see firsthand every single bill, good or bad, that come through the committee. We get to sit with the chairs and, of course, my Senate counterpart, Senator Ryan Fazio, screen those bills, take a look at them, see which ones are great for the state of Connecticut and which ones are not so good. And then, of course, we schedule them for a public hearing and ultimately decide whether or not to advance them out of committee.
And of your committees, is there one in particular that you like over the others?
So I really have an interest in the Finance Committee. For one, I think that everybody in the state of Connecticut can agree that it is much too expensive to live here. So any way that we can revise our tax code and any ways that we can save people money across the state of Connecticut is a positive. So we look at ways, for instance, reducing unnecessary costs that we see across the board. Fees, like we have this Passport to Parks fee. We have a number of taxes that we're supposed to sunset that never sunsetted. And then, of course, the budget. We see so much of the revenue side of, the finance side of the budget that comes through that committee that we are going to be debating and talking about into the spring.
And this isn't your first time being ranking member on a committee, right?
No, my friend, we were both on the Labor Committee. I was ranking on that. That was a much heavier lift than the Finance Committee. We had a number of bad bills that particular session. If I can recall, we had the minimum wage increase bill, we had the family medical leave bill, and there were a number of other really bad bills for the state of Connecticut. The Finance Committee is a little bit more mellow. A lot of what we do is bipartisan. Of course, Republicans have their ideas of how to make Connecticut more affordable, which we're trying to advance, but a lot less contentious than Labor.
Is there a particular bill that you have this session that you're interested in seeing get to the finish line?
Yes. So most everyone that receives a paycheck will see a reduction for that family medical leave. I put in a bill to reduce that 0.05% mandatory reduction out of the paycheck, simply because we have found out through FOIs and others that the family medical leave account in the state of Connecticut is flushed with almost $600 million in cash, which means we have over-collected from Connecticut residents, and we want to see folks keep more money of their paycheck. They want to see people keep more of their hard-earned money. So I have proposed a bill to reduce that mandatory withholding and reduction. We'll see if it goes anywhere.
I notice on your left hand you have a very shiny gold ring. You want to tell the viewers about that?
Yes. So in March, in March, don't let my wife hear. In September, on September 6th, we were married, and my wife also works in the building, a wonderful woman. We met here, and so we're going on, let's see, I should know this, 6 or 7 months. Ooh. And first Valentine's Day as a married couple, and it's been great so far.
And when you say she works in the building, does she work on the Republican side of the building or the Democrat side of the building?
So my wife is we met and she works here. She is on the Democrat side. She is a staffer on the Democrat side, and I think we have a lot of great conversations in our household about politics, but you'd be surprised. We actually we find common ground on a lot of different issues.
Well, as they say, opposites do attract. And we hope that, when my wife and I met, I was a Democrat, and she was a Republican, and she changed me. So hopefully you will be just as persuasive in your family, and perhaps someday Kimmy will also be a Republican, and maybe she'll run for office.
Well, look, I'll take your quote and correct me if I'm wrong. Was it Ronald Reagan that said, if I agree with someone 80% of the time, they're not 20% my enemy? I can't remember exactly who said that, but you know, I think all of us kind of find some common ground, but we're never going to agree all the time, and that's a common theme throughout politics. But we need to practice more of that around the country during these, you know, very divisive times.
Well, thank you for coming in for Craig's Corner today. And thank you, everybody, for watching Craig's Corner, because we're in your corner. Thank you, and have a good day.